Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey. This episode, we're dabble in the Maker's Mark
Yeah.
lineup.
So we've done a handful of the old finish series,
Mhm.
and they were awesome. Uh, just different flavor profiles and really everything they were experimenting with, it was great.
Love
And
them.
Maker's Mark was my intro into bourbon. I used to drink
It's a lot of
tons
people's.
of Maker's Mark.
It's the wedding whiskey. You know,
You
it seems like it's
kinda-
always
yeah,
there at the
it's
wedding.
It's
easy.
the whole wax. I think everyone's like, ooh, it's classy.
Yeah.
It's got
Yeah.
wax.
Speaking of that,
Yeah,
when I saw this
particular
guy,
one's got some really cool horns going
Some
on.
alien
It's
in the
like
back.
a
What's going
bad
on?
hair day.
it looks like
So after they like I said, they've done this original wood finishing series. They released a new wood finishing series. This is the second one, the 2025. This is the Keeper's release. This is in honor of all the people that work at the distillery that rotate the barrels, and I don't mean like spin them. They
Floor to floor.
take the barrels and shift them from all the different floors on the rick house to keep it
You
so
think at some point it's just going to be
consistent.
automated.
you would think.
gosh, especially if
How
I had
heavy
no
those
idea
damn
they
things
did that.
are.
Well, they're not manually like picking it up and
But
throwing it up
still.
on the fifth rep.
It's like Carvana. You
Yeah.
just
Push a button.
You
push
would
the
think.
button and the car
You
goes
would
up.
definitely think. So this came out in 2025, just a handful of months ago. They take regular Maker's Mark, they split it into two different batches. They put in 10 virgin toasted American oak staves.
Until
One stays in for 3 months and one stays in for 9 months or something along those lines. And I can't remember the exact details. And then 50-50 blend it back together. Why wouldn't you just average it to like 5.5? I don't know, but you know, math.
They've been doing the staves for a long time.
They've been doing the stave finishing for a very long
Probably.
time.
They're like the OGs.
Might have originated it, yeah.
I don't know about that
Ooh,
for a fact,
ooh.
but
All right, not brittle, not actually tearing. Every once in a while, you'll get a bottle where you just can't get into the damn thing. It's not quite as bad as Knob Creek. Knob's the
you
worst with
split your
that.
finger open.
Or that one bottle I got.
Man.
They had
Yeah.
the peach wax on it. Was probably a quarter of an inch thick.
Popped and everything. Holy cherries.
Detling was a bad one too.
Very known for a little bit of a cherry profile.
Some cherry cola.
One of my favorite weedered
Absolutely.
mash bills, I gotta say.
Oh, that's
Always
true, too.
been one of my favorite weeders.
A weeded mash bill, so slightly unique in the
It's got a good
industry.
nose.
I can, as soon as it popped, I was like, ooh, I smell that already.
Yeah, dude, I get the cherry.
Almost 110 here.
Yep.
I love it.
Cherry cola.
Ooh,
Cherry Coke, not a Dr. Pepper. Cherry Coke.
not a cheer wine though.
No, not a cherry one.
Yeah, nice. It doesn't have the cocoa, but the inside of one of those cherry cordials.
Yeah, I
It's
can go with that.
super syrupy cherry.
Touch of a soft,
creamy.
sweet note, like wood note too. I get a little bit of definitely wood is showing
Yeah.
up
It's
in
that
there.
delicate French oak.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's 32 staves in here, so.
Yeah. It was funny because there was 4 bottles. 2 of them were like that.
And a lot of people search for the weird things like this.
I
but
love.
this was just one
I've
that
seen
was
multiple
stuck in a
like
box.
things on like Instagram of like they show like at the Maker's Mark just
Dipping
and
it.
the
It goes
people, and
down
it's
here.
like whatever mood they're in. It's like boop, just a little, just the tip,
I wonder if
and then it's
anyone's
like boom.
has anyone ever gone down like you can't even.
You're not allowed to do
your-
that.
You can't even. Yeah.
No,
okay.
you got to stop here. You can't dip it past like the bend or something. There's some rule as to how far you're allowed to dip it.
Interesting, but the legs can go down.
Yeah,
obviously.
the drips. Little drips is fine.
The legs can run. Oh, that's good.
Ooh,
Ooh,
That is-
I like that.
sweet, easy to drink. You're not picking. That's not 110, like proof wise.
You just coat your mouth.
Very oily.
Yeah.
Yes. Very, very viscous.
I wish the fruit would pop out more, but
The fruit or proof?
the fruit,
Okay.
like the cherry note that I was
Okay.
getting on the nose.
Yeah,
like,
it's not quite as
it's-
apparent.
It's creamy. It's creamy and like brown sugary, great sweetness.
A little baking spicy.
I get your cherry cordial,
A little baking spicy kind of coming through.
And good
or like
brown
more
notes
like
on
the
end.
ice cream. Cherry cordial ice cream,
Yeah.
not
Ah,
I
the
can
not
do
the
that.
candy.
Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't have any complaints. I'm just sitting there thinking of going back to the, what was yours? FEA? FAE?
Mhm.
Something like that. I mean, I just remember like the mouthfeel on that because
Ah,
it's fatty,
the fatty
ester
esters,
acid
yeah.
or some fatty acid esters.
Oh,
FAE has to be that.
Took
Um,
too big of a sip.
the second taste is incredible.
Yep.
I just remember
Way
like
better.
the mouthfeel coming off of that was just awesome and just
Yes.
was great. The whatever the BR
Any
the
more?
barrel rotation one was I think the one I got, and I just remember that like a lot of the
Second
nice
sip was the
sweet
big
barrel
one.
notes were really wonderful in there, and
We never got our. What did you have? You had
I got the
you
barrel
got the,
rotation BRE2 I think.
but not the barrel entry proof one, the BEP.
No, I
That
did
was the
not get
one
the
I really
BEP.
wanted to get a hold of. And
That lady that we went to the Bardstown Festival that one year, they brought makers.
Yeah.
She was very entertaining.
Yes,
Very entertaining.
compared to the Bardstown dude.
Yeah.
Or no, Barton's.
Barton's.
Barton's
Yes.
God, if there was cocoa on that nose, that would be one of the best noses I've experienced in a while. I mean, that's a really great nose.
I just got a little vanilla note that popped out.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting it. That's what I was thinking with
More
the,
of the like the white creamy part of the cord.
yeah. Where some people were
Uh-huh.
like, "This is gross." They don't like that part
Right.
of cherry cordial. Where I don't know, I kind of like that.
A little bit thinner on the palate than the impact on the nose.
Yeah.
Like the nose has much more. Like I'm like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, and it's not quite.
It
there.
doesn't quite deliver. Yeah, I get that too. I'm getting all those floral notes too on the nose now, as it's sort of opening up.
Interesting. All right.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a little hotter.
You think the proof's gonna
Yep. I think the
show
proof's,
up?
I think the proof's gonna show up.
It's just weird. Almost 110 proof, and it's just like.
I feel like I'm
Nope.
drinking like maybe 100.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say, yeah,
90s,
you're like
mid-90s.
mid-90s is kind of what it kind of is drinking like. I'm not getting any warming impact or anything off of that, which
The finish is so good. I haven't
It
drank it
is.
with water,
It
but the
is.
finish from the last sip without water it's just still there.
It just keeps kind of cycling.
I
Salivating.
mean,
Salivating.
I was gonna say, I got the joys off of it. There's no question about it. Like, it's really, really good.
The nose is a little flatter.
Yeah, it lost a little bit of that cherry note.
It's more of a, for me, it's more of a spice.
The baking spice type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spice, the French oak. It's almost more floral.
It's kind of funny because the
palate
note.
didn't change a whole lot.
I was gonna say, but because the nose is a little more muted, the palate's more apparent. Like the comparison, but I
get that.
agree. I don't
I get what you're
think
saying,
the palate changed all that much.
No,
I just
I
think
don't
the
think it
nose
did
kind of came down. Like it was at 10 and the palate was at 7, and then the palate kind of came down, and now the nose came down, so the palate is a little bit more apparent. They're both 8s or something like that.
Yeah, the water
That's not my
definitely
ranking.
muted the
I'm
nose.
just like volumes.
I would go either way, with or without water. It
I-
wasn't the material change wasn't drastic enough for me to say.
I'm just gonna say I really prefer the nose neat
Mm-hmm.
so much more than I prefer the how the palate didn't change all that much. So I would just say neat. Why not?
I'm torn. I lost things that I loved about the nose, neat, but I'm getting all this interesting oak going on.
The
barrel-
baking spice and the barrel notes
yeah,
are a little bit more
yeah.
apparent.
I'm just thinking of
And
a
it's
cocktail
opening
now,
up
like
and-
the Dirty Shirley,
There's so many, yeah.
because it's already got that cherry cola.
God, this will be a smoking Manhattan
Mm-hmm.
for the price too.
Yeah. So cheaper than I don't know how much you spent on your FAE FEA. Damn it! I really wish I could remember that. $75. That's
FAE,
not bad.
It's FAE.
FAE,
Yeah,
fatty
yeah.
acid esters.
I want to say I paid right around $75.
See, mine was 110, 115, something along those lines.
I was at a place where it was in a collection of like we're trying to get rid of these in
Oh,
California.
wow.
So
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I think I
California.
just got lucky there.
So you paid $70 and you paid like $40 in taxes.
Yeah, I paid.
The bottle's weird.
Yeah.
It,
Off to the side.
Yeah.
it looks like I haven't had the chance to own one, but the cellar age bottles that are really textured and
Yeah.
have that weird base is
Yeah. They have to keep doing something because for the longest time, all they had was
They just had
one expression.
right.
Yeah.
And it's still
but their play is to stay finishing. Every time you buy a single barrel, it's on the front, it's transparent, and you have, but it's tons
this many
of
of
staves.
these, this many of these, this many of
staves.
these, of different staves that they've put into it because it's always the same mash.
Yeah, same mash
They
bill.
don't change up anything on the mash bill, so they're taking that and only really
Was it Makers? Was it 46 that went? That was the first new one.
Yeah, but it was just
but that was
That was like
staves.
cast strength or whatever.
But it was staves. It was still the same mash bill.
Yeah.
and all French oak
And then
staves. Just nothing different.
no, there's a 46 French oak. The original 46 is that was the first time they did. It was literally combination, the 46 combination of staves that they put in there. That's what they really liked.
It was
That's
a
what they
really
bought.
sexy, like almost a Michter's 10 bottle. But
It was kind of cool looking. Yeah.
They don't make that anymore. All
It's
right, what
good.
say you?
What say me?
Well, you went first last time, right?
Okay, sure.
You go first.
Yeah.
I really do like this bottle. I'm gonna give it a 7. I like the cherry cola. I do. I think the proof is where it needs to be.
I don't have a problem with
If
that.
it went a couple above or a couple below, I don't think I would be disappointed.
Right.
If it went a couple above, I'd probably be really happy. But we tend to gravitate to the higher proofs anyway. But I just think across the board, I like the profile.
Yeah.
Like what they're doing.
I'm
going
sure
to
you guys
go
would
a
like
little bit under. I'm going to do a
6.5.
6.8.
0.999999.
No, all the same things you said. I like it. The prices,
The price, I don't know. I think they could come down a few bucks. But I get it's the whole experimentation. Like they've got some money invested in it. So that's
Right.
probably
Taking it, batching it into two different things, blending it back together.
It's
all
a
that's
limited
expense.
release too. If you really like this,
LA. Yep.
you got to buy a bunch of them.
I'm more 6.3. It just I don't know. I'd like to go back and taste this against the old series.
Wow.
Do you still have yours? No, you killed yours.
I smashed that.
I think I still have mine someplace. So I'd love to do that as a comparison because I think the old series crushes this. My opinion.
I think you could put this against a really good, just a store pick of the stave
Yeah.
finish. Yeah.
I mean,
think
and
it would be a good
that is one
challenge.
thing that Makers does really well. Like the store picks, the private selects that they do. If you walk into a store and you're not sure what you want to buy and they have a store pick of some kind of Maker's Mark private select, that is a almost guaranteed good bottle.
Top 5 vacation pours. Woodford Double Oak, a Maker's store pick of any local place you're at.
Yep.
You're gonna make the house happy.
Right. Everybody's going to enjoy
It's
it.
the
It's gonna
rotation
drink
for
well.
me to go buy I like to have a handle on the bar of an everyday drinker, and I usually rotate between Makers, Old Forester, and Evan Williams. Yep.
Bottom.
Every time I
actually
go
did.
though, I look
I bought
at
a
the price.
I bought a Larceny though the other day. I like
The
Larceny.
175?
Uh-huh.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, a little bullet in there too. But you look at the price, I can't not go for that Evan Williams.
Evan Williams is just.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
It's very.
like it.
It's very good. Definitely above average. It just. I don't know. There's a few things that it's not quite hitting on, but it hits on a lot of really good things.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been disappointed about anything I've had from there.
I've never had anything that I was just say, oh, that I wouldn't drink that, or that's a bad batch.
The mint julep bottle.
Yeah, that can. And they came out with a couple early on. Like they had a 4-wood. They had
think they have a
a
mint julep
chocolate malt. They had some weird ones in a GD looking bottle. Do you remember those? That was like 8-9 years ago.
Vaguely.
Anyway, though some of those didn't quite hit, but no one remembers them. So.
Well, but I mean, even again, the everyday drinker for me to have a handle just sitting on a bar, like, yeah, I can usually have a pour or two of that, and
Yeah.
I'm
Be super
very,
happy.
very content
Yep.
with that. Great mixer. For me, when I first started getting, I always did Makers with ginger ale. I don't know why. I always did. If I did with water, I used something else. But Makers and ginger ale always just hit the spot.
It's the light mule.
Yeah.
Light mule.
There you go.
I might just continue to try some more of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're still doing them. Now they're annual releases versus the twice a year releases. I want to say there used to be like FAEO 1 and 2, and
Yeah.
then there was some weird like reason why there was two different ones and why they were, so it looks like an annual release. I didn't see 2024s, but we were at Wine and Spirits, wherever the hell that was, and
By Kroger on 12th Avenue.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Behind
about.
the,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
we were there, and
Yeah,
I mean,
I know what you're talking
there
about.
wasn't a whole
Yeah.
lot of interesting
Right
things,
before we
but
hit
that's
Radnor.
sitting there, and I was just like, hey,
Yep.
that's yeah, okay. What's the price on that? I thought we were going to get totally ripped off, and I think
What do
he
you think
said
it was $1.50?
I basically.
Yeah, I did
and,
too.
and he was just like, I think he said 69. I think I paid under the MSRP for this, and I was just like, yes,
Good pour, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
solid pour.
very good.
I'm excited with what they got in the future, man.
Yeah.
I think there's some good stuff coming up.
Yeah, keep playing around with that.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
So.
keep doing what you're doing.
All right, we hope you enjoyed our review of the Maker's Mark 2025 Keepers, the Keepers release, the Keepers release. Solid pour. Definitely would have
Very good.
2 or 3 more, if allowed.
Nice.
If allowed,
Nice.
you should too. But no, if you see it, grab a bottle, or at least if you got a buddy to have it, ask for a pour. Solid pour. You won't be disappointed.
Absolutely. If you like Maker's Mark, you're going to enjoy this.
Yep.
Leave a comment if you know of a honey hole in Tennessee, especially around Middle Tennessee, that has any of the wood finishing, the old
Any
ones.
of the old ones, the 2024 release. Yeah.
Yeah, hook us up.
There's some places that are hoarding them. I
Absolutely.
guarantee it.
There's still some in Kentucky. I mean, every once in a while, but it's like I don't want to spend $200. Come on, give me MSRP. Clear the shelf. Let's go. Let's go.
Clean it up.
It's got dust on it, for God's
Doing
sake.
God's work. Come on.
Hope you enjoyed our review. If you did, as always, we encourage you to continue to support the channel and hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
If you like reviews like this, subscribe. We put out content like this about twice a week. Reviewing whiskeys, doing some blind flights, doing some cocktails, pre-made whiskey cocktails, whatever it is around whiskey. We're gonna drink it, try it, and let you know what we think of it.
We're available.
We're
Yeah.
available for work.
All right.
We'll work for whiskey.
Amen. Amen. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers.